Welcome back to the MVP podcast, the People's Show. And we talk about the most valuable players in the world of sports. My name is B-Man. I'm here with Sosa with the sauce, and I'm here with Tariq. Mandem, playoff season is kicking. Lads, kicking. It is kicking. Yo, I've enjoyed these playoffs a lot more than I've enjoyed previous playoffs, man. Like a whole stretch of it, I've enjoyed this one more than the rest.
All right, but before we get into it, guys, first, if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, share with your friends. We appreciate everyone that subscribed recently. You guys have done a madness. So we are talking about playoffs. Where do you want to start, B-Man?
Let's start talking Lakers-Houston or Lakers-Rockets. They lost the first game. You cannot panic after the first game. But I see a lot of flaws, Lads, I see a lot of flaws, In particular, T, is the two guys right behind you. A lot of problems, bro. A lot of problems. But I'll let you guys speak first, and then I'll speak freely afterwards.
You know for a fact, yeah, PJ Tucker is laughing at the memes right now. He is laughing at the memes. Bro, how is this guy was getting trolled like the Space Jam, like he's like one of the little Looney Tunes. Like he's a Looney Tune. And these guys are monsters. Yo, this guy must be cracking up right now, man. These guys are I don't know what the hell happened. Like I can't explain it. T, do you want to explain it? What happened to the Lakers?
I can't explain it, but T, go on. Give us wisdom, lad. Give us wisdom.
First of all, it's one game. Okay, let's just start with that. It's one game.
One game. It's okay. Go on. Continue.
It's one game. Okay, yeah. There's some issues. I want to say LeBron and AD are part of the problem. They're the only solution.
No. They are the problem.
They can't be the problem.
They are the problem. They didn't even try on defense. They were the problem. They got out-hustled. They got out-hustled in every position. If you look back at the games, there's been so many times where AD didn't close out or LeBron didn't help when he was supposed to. And when your two players don't put in the effort, everyone else is going to fall into pieces anyway. That's why it starts with the two behind you.
It does, but it's one game.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though. But that's the flaw that they had in game one. So
yeah.
Obviously, they're going to fix that. But I think that's one of the biggest reasons why they lost. The effort wasn't there.
That's true, but it's only one game. But I think the matchup for the Lakers seems to be a bit awkward. Like they just don't match up well with the Rockets. They don't know whether they should go small, whether they should play their normal style. I think psychologically the Rockets are just taking them out of everything they want to do. Whereas Rockets, they know exactly how they're playing. Every man knows his role. Whereas the Lakers, that's what I think. I want to say it was a lack of effort. I just don't think they knew exactly how to defend or where each man was supposed to be. Because they're not guarding any traditional bigs like they're normally used to. So this one, Rockets is switching everything. So the guys have been pulled left, right, and center, and I did think it kind of just confused them a little bit, which is on the coach. I think Vogel should have done a lot more. I think especially on that run, he didn't look to change much. So I think once they make the adjustments, I think for the next game, that's why I think the game they've got, game 2 tonight, is really, really big for them.
Really big. But I think the Houston matchup is awkward for everyone anyway. No one is used to playing the small ball. But my only issue with that last statement was the Lakers finished a lot earlier than Houston Rockets. They had another 3 games to figure them out by watching the OKC matchup. They should have done better than this. Yeah. Really. That's why I say, again, it's one game. I still believe the Lakers come out on top, but I just think there's a massive problem in terms of effort. That was what lost them the game. So,
you're right about effort. You're right about effort. But again, if you're not getting it on the offensive side, you need to bring it on the defensive side. And it's weird, man. The whole team is just like nobody wanted it. Like nobody was there like chasing that. Like T was right. Like a lot of the times where you could see the Rockets. They were switching everything. Like they were on it. They were proper on it. But this Lakers team, they were just. It's like it was kind of blasé. Like it's. I don't expect that in game 2. I do not expect that in game 2. I expect them to come out guns blazing.
Yo, but even if they come out guns blazing, that doesn't necessarily mean that the Lakers are better than them.
It doesn't, but it still means like as long as you put in effort, that's what you expect them to do. Yeah. Like just to go at them.
Yeah.
Like you can't have LeBron going like he did in the last game. Like you can't do that. You can't do that.
I'm just saying this, right? You cannot fall into the trap of playing Houston's game. You cannot do that. The Lakers don't have the personnel for that. If the Lakers went small and they put AD on the 5, that means what, T? And so does that mean that Kyle Kuzma starts? Does that
they should embrace the size. Put JaVale at center and just put AD power. Go like.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Sosa. I just think that if you have the right game plan and you know what you're doing, stick with specific roles. Let AD and LeBron handle the offense. Everyone else just needs to be ready. But on that defensive end, I told you, just box the hell out. How is PJ Tucker boxing everyone out? How?
Yeah, no, that shouldn't have happened. That, in terms of effort, I understand that one because he was getting all the rebounds.
Everything.
That's the thing. They're relying on size too much. That's the thing. They just think we're bigger, so we're gonna get the rebounds. So they weren't really trying hard enough. Whereas now, I think they've seen Rockets came out in the first game, hit them hard. So I expect the Lakers to come back with a lot more effort this game. Like they're gonna be engaged from the first minute because usually, especially LeBron teams, he uses game 1s as feel-out games. So he just wants to see what things are like. Obviously, that doesn't excuse because that fourth quarter he was terrible. He didn't even score, did he? But I expect a lot better from him, and the rest of the teams just kind of fall in place. But even then, I won't even guarantee the Lakers are going to go through after this. Like they'll be better, but that won't necessarily mean a win. That's the only issue I've got.
And that's the scary part. But let's go on to the Clippers Denver game. Right, it's 1-1 from an absolutely ridiculous game from Jokic last night. Right, so this is Sunday night when we're recording this. We're dropping this on Tuesday. So by the time we get there, the Lakers would have played their second game and even their third game by then. But they actually shut Kawhi Leonard down. They actually shut him down. I don't think that was possible.
I didn't see that coming at all, to be honest, man. Especially after the game 1 he had. I didn't think it was possible to shut this guy down at all, to be honest. So, credit to the Nuggets, man. Of all the teams, I wouldn't have expected them to shut Kawhi down the way they did. But when that happens, because you can tell Kawhi's maybe been carrying Paul George and a few guys in particular, that's when Paul George needed to step up. That's when you need your second guy. Yeah, and he struggled again.
But no, Paul George wasn't that bad during the game, though. Offensively, he can work better, but he's been putting in work at the defensive end. But do you think that they can continue this, Sosa? Do you think the Denver Nuggets can somehow manage to get another game or two?
You know what? As long as one of the two out of Jokic and Murray go off, I think it's going to be a case of they can. I don't know if it's going to work within if it gets to like game 4, game 5, if it's going to get to that level, but they have the best chance as far as like getting through. I think with Jokic being, one of the best passing big men, the rest of the team needs to step up with him. Like it can't just be on just those two. But if those two do step up, they've got a big chance.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think anyone is actually giving some of the role players a fair shake. Jeremy Grant, is it Jeremy Grant? Yeah, it is.
Jeremy Grant.
He's the terrible one, right? Jeremy Grant has been unbelievable in the postseason. So has Mason Plumlee, and clearly, I don't know where Michael Porter Jr. came from yesterday, but he smacked them up. I give him credit. I still think they might maybe win one more game, but I think Mike Malone, that's the person I wanted to mention. And people forget that the Denver Nuggets were actually losing 3-1 to Utah Jazz, and they came back, right? They came back because Mike Malone made adjustments. He took Michael Porter Jr. out, and I believe he brought in, was it Torrey Craig that he started? I'm not sure.
Torrey Craig, yeah.
I think it might have been Torrey Craig that he started instead, and that worked wonders. They ended up winning 3 games. And he's done it again. The guy made adjustments, and said, yo, listen, we need to zone in on Kawhi, load up on him, and just let everyone else make the plays and make your shots, execute. And that's exactly what the hell they did. Can they redo that exact same performance? I highly doubt it. Were they not like 71% shooting at one point? You can't do that. There's no way.
It's gonna be hard. Playing like that, they can definitely take another game. Obviously, I'm sure we all still fancy the Clippers to go through, but I think that Denver have showed they're not going to make it easy for them, especially if Jokic is going to play like this, because it was all about Jamal Murray in the first round, but Jokic took over in Game 7 and in this game as well. So if he's going to keep playing like this, they'll definitely take at least one more game. But I wouldn't even take them lightly. I think that'll wake the Clippers up. The only issue with the Clippers is they just tend to not play 2 good games in a row. I don't know why that is. And Denver's not the kind of team that you could just about get through if you keep playing badly. So I think the Clippers are gonna have to they'll have to win this series. I don't think Denver's gonna give it up to them.
All right, and so let's move on to the East. I just want to talk about the East as a whole. We actually dropped the Toronto Raptors podcast earlier, so I don't really want to spend too much time on them. They've come back from a 2-0 deficit against Boston Celtics, and they've tied it up. This could go either way. This is like literally 2 teams that are so similar trying to go at it. Both of them are elite defensive teams. Both of them like to run, so they capitalize on each other's mistakes. But they're just literally canceling each other out. It is such a weird series. It is such a weird series. I don't know what to make of it.
This series is kind of... This series in particular, I just seeing so many teams just jack up 3-pointers, like with time left on the clock. So I'm surprised that these games... I'm not surprised that these games are going to the wire when it gets to these situations. But I think as far as series go, this has probably been the closest series I've seen in the playoffs so far, barring the Game 7 between Houston and Thunder. This game, I think, is going to be one of them close games, or close series, sorry, because of the way that these 2 teams are laid out. Like, they've got great perimeter players. They've, as far as, I think, it's safe to say that as far as like interior defense, Toronto has the upper hand. But as far as perimeter guys, when you've got someone like Marcus Smart, like, hitting shots, then the luck's in your favor. Like, but again, if you got a guy like Anunoby hitting a game winner, then you can call it either way. So, like, that's why I'm saying it's hard to call. It's super hard to call.
It is.
It's like the series more or less just starts fresh now. It's like the square. It's now just a 3-game series, and I expect it to go 7. And the way it's panned out, but I can't even call it right now, because at first I just thought, that's it, Celtics are going to take this. I did not see Raptors coming back to 2-2. I'll be honest with you.
No.
So right now, I think Raptors have the momentum, but I can't call it.
All right, but Paul Pierce, I think he jinxed them, man. This guy, he knows how to jinx his team, bro. He was saying, yo, it's going to be they're they're done with, Toronto are done with. And then obviously, as soon as he says that, they come back with 2 games. So this guy's he's a walking curse, man. He should just keep his mouth shut.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Go on.
I was going to say, just one point that Sosa made is there are too many threes in the series, man. Like, Jaylen Brown couldn't buy a 3 yesterday, just kept going for it again and again and again. So just too many threes. They just need to just change it.
Yeah, but I understand that. But when your whole game plan surrounds heavy 3-point shooting, if it doesn't work one game, that's fine. It's worked so far this season. So I don't say move away from it, but just try and be efficient. Everyone's going to have a bad night. But there's only one thing that really bugs me. And I actually, I emailed Mike Roach. Not emailed, sorry. I'm sending him a DM. I was like, can we stop with these post-ups with what's his face? Pascal Siakam? Can we stop that? Can we stop getting Pascal Siakam on the block? It looks ugly. It looks horrible. And it does not work. It doesn't work. Jason Tatum and Brown have put him in their back pocket in a lot of those situations. I don't ever want to see that again, man. I don't know why he's forcing it. Really,
you're not wrong. When a guy like Jaylen Brown's on him, the guy's got like a good half foot tall. He's like half foot taller than this guy. Just shoot over him. There's no need to be posting him up. Just shoot over him.
Exactly, but why make the offense static? That's what bugs me. Yeah. Why make the offense static and move everyone out of the way when you are not even a post? He's not a post player. It doesn't look good. It's ugly. But let's move on. Let's move to the last one, which is the Milwaukee Bucks. They're currently playing. They could get swept if the game ends with a win for Miami Heat. Giannis is out with the ankle injury that he sustained in the third game. He's not coming back for game 5. Even if he forces it, he's risking a Kevin Durant type situation. Not obviously to that severity, but he could injure the ankle even worse. Would you risk it for this playoff, Sosa?
Nah, man. He's going to be a free agent next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's got one more season with the Milwaukee Bucks, and that is literally going to be their all or nothing season. So, like, if you're thinking about it, I'd say if you're not going to win this game that's currently playing now, just rest in for the rest. Like, otherwise, the series is practically over now. Like, they're down by 3. There's one. They could probably get another game if anything without Giannis, but just let him rest. There's no point bringing him back.
See,
it's hard, man. Like they shouldn't play him. So for him to have sprained his ankle in the last game, forced it to come back on this game, and then re-injured it again, to then ask him to try and play another game in 2 days' time if they make it to a game 5, that's just risking even further injury, because now he's lucky it's just a sprain, which can heal up in a few weeks, but it could get even worse than that if he forces it another time, because it's clearly like every time because it took him out of his game because he drove to the basket and then landed awkwardly, and he's going to keep playing like that, so it's just going to risk injury in the future. But the thing is, if they make a game 5 and he's adamant that he wants to play, like, how do you say no to him? Like, he's the star of the team. That's the issue.
But Adam, you're right. And we've seen it happen so many times where players have come back from some type of injury. I mentioned KD is one of them. LeBron has done it several times. Kobe's done it a million times. Michael Jordan played when he had food poisoning, not the flu. He had food poisoning, right? But I'm trying to rack my brains, right, to try and work out what the Bucks need. Maybe they just have a bunch of chokers on the team, man. Maybe Giannis is just not that guy to take him all the way over the hump. Maybe Giannis needs a proper second superstar on his team. And that's not a knock on Giannis. That's not. Maybe he just needs someone that can actually genuinely put some damage on other teams. LeBron has AD. Kawhi has got Paul George. Luka's got Porzingis. Like this, Jamal Murray, Jokic has got Jamal Murray, not the other way around. Sosa, I was this close to saying Chris Middleton, all right, I'm about to give in. I'm all right with him. He is not the guy. Just bun him, man. Bun him.
Can I say something? Can I say something, yeah? Give Miami Heat credit here, man. Give them credit. Because it's not just the Bucks bottling it. It's Miami Heat giving it to him. Like, I've never seen a team just go at, like, these guys want it so bad that you could just tell every loose ball they're going for it. They're just tormenting these guys. So as far as, like, you know, poorly the Bucks have been playing, even though they lost a few close games, you have to give it to Miami, man.
Yeah.
And especially Jimmy, man. You have to give it to these guys. These guys have done tremendously well.
Do you know what? I think I give it more to Eric Spoelstra. I think this time round, I am 100% now on his side. I think he's an unbelievable coach. Do you know, certain coaches, when they have like superstar talents, they just ride that coattail. When Eric Spoelstra had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James, I couldn't judge him like that. Because at the end of the day, you have 3 of the best players in the league. You are supposed to win. Whether you have Doc Rivers or you have, I don't know, any other coach, Mike Malone for that matter. But to coach this team and to be 7-0 at this stage is impressive. And you're right. I 100% give him credit. T?
Oh yeah, you have to, man. I've always been a big fan of Eric Spoelstra. I just thought it was very harsh in the LeBron days, but everyone just said, obviously, it's only because the LeBron they're winning. But he did a lot of good things during that time that he'll never got credit for. Like all the losses were on him, but none of the wins were credited to him. That was the issue. So I'm glad he's showing that he's one of the top coaches in the league. And yeah, we have to give Miami credit. You're not like the Bucks are not just down 3-0 because they're playing badly. You can't. Like you can play badly a couple of times, but you got to give the other team credit. And Miami have just been that much better than them. Maybe not in the second game, but throughout the series, they've been a much better team. Like, you got to give credit. These guys are serious. Like there were a few people's dark horses, but if they win again tonight and they're 8-0 in the first 2 rounds, and they weren't even, where did they finish? Like fifth seed or something? That's seriously impressive, man.
That's crazy. But yo, guys, I think our time is up. Sosa?
Before we go, I want to ask you guys, who are your final matchups? Who do you reckon is going to meet at the finals?
Clippers.
Just quick.
Clippers, Boston.
T?
Do you know what? I'm going to say Clippers, Miami Heat.
Yeah, I'm going to say Clippers, Boston.
Yo, guys, you're like not taking the Lakers.
No way. No way.
I'm just like, from what I've seen the Lakers so far, they can't take the Clippers, man.
Wow.
They do not, they do not look good.
Fans. You guys are no. Oh my days. Take that down, man.
Yo, but you have to be real though.
Yeah.
Since the bubble started, they did not look good at all.
Let's just end the video on this, yeah. Let's just end the video on this, and you guys just actually go down like this. Guys, if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, share with your friends. We do appreciate that. These two guys, can't believe they're not even Lakers fans.
Yo.
Lead us out, man. Just lead us out.
I am not letting you
lead out
on that. I am a basketball fan first, okay? I'm first. You have to be real. But anyway, guys, Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for all the people that have subscribed. We've gone up to nearly 1,500. Love it. We're going to drop some more content for you guys soon. So, peace.